Hey, loves. It's me, Love Jones. I am back with another one. So I just put my hair. I don't know what this is. Anyway, I just put my hair in a ponytail, and I was about to do this video. And so was sitting here thinking. I was trying to think. I get tired of wearing this hat, but I know I have to cover my head when I'm doing this. But the thought that actually came to my head instead of hat, I get tired of wearing this camera. I don't know where camera come from, y'all. Somebody might be wearing a camera around, y'all. I don't know who. You would know. Or maybe you wouldn't know. I would definitely be careful around new people or something. I don't know what y'all out there doing. Somebody somebody wearing a camera. Hell, it might be in their hat. Cause I was thinking, I was trying to say I get tired of wearing this hat. I actually wasn't saying anything. I was thinking it. But the thought that came to my mind instead was I get tired of wearing this camera. So that said, I'd be careful. I was be very careful. And so I don't know what y'all got planned out there today. I'm just lighting the sage, y'all. Lighting the sage. I need to go and buy me some more. Now would be the perfect time to go. Kind of hang out in the area where I normally buy this from. There's a few stores down there. I got some things in my phone, man. I got a whole lot of pictures of different stuff. Just content that I never posted because I wasn't sure what to do with. I actually said at one point I was gonna make me an OnlyFans for some of it because I feel like it may be a little too much for IG and Facebook, but interesting nonetheless. This is one little store in particular, close to where I be buying my sage and my crystals from, and I think it's called Weird Things or Strange Things or something along the lines of that. I'd be interested in all the weird stuff, and so immediately it caught my attention. And I wanted to go in and see what was in there, and it's a bunch of weird shit. It is exactly what it say it is, but interesting, still interesting nonetheless. And I got so many pictures of weird stuff like that, museums that I've been into that I just feel like may not be appropriate for the regular social medias. And so even outside of that though, I just have a whole lot of content that I just never posted. At this point I kind of don't even know if it's really a purpose to posting it or not, because I don't have I'm not doing what I was doing anymore. And so now I don't know if they're just pictures for me, for my memories, or if I should just go ahead and post them anyway, knowing that what I was doing has been sabotaged anyway. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll post. Maybe I'll post all the rest of it anyway. Maybe I won't. Anyway, down there where I get my little crystals and my sage from. There are also other crystal stores. So maybe I'll go down there today. Take a look at these other stores. See what they have to offer. As many times I've been down there, I kind of like routine, and once I start doing something or going somewhere, I'm kind of loyal to the cause. I don't know why. I just am. And so originally, when I found this crystal store, I went in and I've been just going to that one ever since. But there are so many other ones that are down there in the same area. So many other ones, y'all, that are down there in the same area. Yeah. And so I may go down there next couple of days and just kind of hang out and see what's in the other stores. When I was in Vegas, I tried a few different stores. Not sure why. I went to the first one, and I really liked the first one. The people in it were nice, and they give you like a free crystal or a free something you get to choose, and I just chose the crystal. It's my first time going in there, and they were so nice. I was thinking about going to do Reiki classes over there, but I never went back. Needless to say. Anyway, I chose this crystal right here. When I tell y'all, when I first got this thing, I don't know what they did to it. I don't know what kind of cleaning or praying over it they did to this crystal, but I tell you, I wasn't in the best mood when I got there for so many reasons. It's like I had no business being there anyway. It just happened because everything else happened like it did here. So I kind of went in the best mood like my first week or so I was there. When I got this, it completely changed my mood. Completely changed my mood, y'all. I was sitting in a little restaurant eating, and I could not stop giggling, y'all. I could not stop laughing at stupid stuff. I don't know. It really made you feel like you were just very happy. I put it like that. I wanted to say something else, but I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Anyway, I wasn't even about to say that anyway when I started talking. I was gonna say some stores you go in and the crystals are kind of expensive, but I went in a few different stores, and this one in particular, the crystals they were very cheap, and I was shocked. And so I got this big one right here. The store that I go to now, that's here. I would have never got this big one from the price that I paid when I was up there. Um, this was like $10, I believe it was. I wouldn't have never paid that for this big crystal right here, and I think it's so cool because look at this amethyst, and then you have the clear quartz that is attached to it. In the back of it, just looks like a regular rock, and it's so cool, y'all. Yeah, it's so cool. keep laying to the side so y'all can see the vehicles and the people that's walking and passing by. Because evidently this is a shortcut. It's really not, y'all. It ain't no shortcut. It's not at all. Anyway, I thought this one was so cool because look at the back of it. You imagine being somewhere and only seeing this part of it and walking over it as if it was a rock, only to crack it open and then it's all of this inside of it. So I thought it was so cool that it was still partially in its natural element because it looks like a brick on the outside. And so you can really tell where it came from. That raw crystal, isn't that so funny? That's the whole time I was up there, I was thinking, man, crystals are so much cheaper back home. Thinking that this is back home. Imagine that. It don't feel like it now. Um, but I was thinking, man, crystals are so much cheaper back home. And then eventually I went into this other store and it just kind of blew my mind with the prices in there. Completely different from where I was going. And I went to a few different ones. And so I don't know. I don't really know why I said that. It's, I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. Maybe it was a reason for me saying that. Definitely shop around. I would say that. Don't just settle for the first thing you see. Maybe that's the moral of the story. First thing is not always the best thing, but it may appear as if it's the best because you haven't allowed yourself to see the rest. So, yeah, don't settle for the first thing. So now that I've said that, that's out the way. Let's see what's in the energy. Probably do a few of these today since the weekend. I'm not really focused on anything else right now. Not at this particular moment, so I might just do a few videos. Holy Spirit, Archangels, please allow me to channel the messages from the energy that's surrounding us. I was meditating this morning and I got somebody's being exploited. I got something else too. I don't know. Dehydration. Somebody's severely dehydrated. And your enemies are beneath you. And so I thought that was so funny how that's exactly what I heard. Your enemies are beneath you. And the first thing I thought about is the Bible where it says he's going to make your enemies your footstool. Your enemies being beneath you now. That's like saying you're about to be hoisted up now. You're about to use them to step up in position. Whatever that position is for you, as you have now rose to the occasion and they are now beneath you. They're no longer on your level. So that's for somebody out there. It's that MC Hammer. Can't touch this. They can't touch you anymore. Not spiritually, mentally, emotionally, not physically. They can't touch you. You can touch them if they're used as your footstool. You definitely will touch them when you're stepping up into your position while you're stepping up into your position. And they can't do anything except for watch. They can only watch. They can only watch. So, healing energy. It's the first one I grabbed, so let's see. Let's see what comes out of here, y'all. What should we know? What do we need to know? File was flipped over at once, but I'm going to take this one that came out on the top. Vitality. I am a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. And so that's could be what's happening to some of us today. Your cells are being regenerated. You're made whole again. You're being made like new, which is probably why they can't touch you. That's why your enemies are now beneath you. This may have been a process, something you've had to go through over time, but you're now there. Divine fruit. As I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warmth, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. They say you can recognize a person by the fruits that they bear. Your fruits are going to represent you to the fullest now. Maybe before, a lot of people could have called you fake or said that you weren't who you were because your fruits didn't match your inner light. So they thought, because maybe they were thinking and looking at you as if you were that person from the past. Everybody should be growing. I feel like only people who think other people aren't capable of growing are the ones who don't grow themselves. 1818 on the clock. And so if these people are still looking at you as a child and looking at you as doing these childish things, then they wouldn't recognize your blessings as being a part of your fruit from the seeds that you've planted, because they're still looking at you as this childish person. But you have grown, and because you have grown, and because your cells have regenerated, because you have been made whole, because you have been made new in the eyes of God, your fruit reflects your inner light. And so whether they want to believe it or not is really not something that's up for debate. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I think more people should be focusing on themselves and the fruit that they bear and the seeds that they've been planting. Because you reap what you sow. Remember that. You reap what you sow. And so if you've been sowing bad seeds, putting out bad energy, hoping and wishing negative, then that's probably what you're going to get back in return. If you haven't been getting it back already, you will. You will. So be careful. What is this? Success. Yeah. I feel like this success right here is part of the fruit that you bear, is part of you. It's about to be part of your lifestyle. You are about to be this successful person. You went through what you have went through to rebuild yourself. Like I said, you've been made whole, you've been made new again. It's like all new you. And so for that, you're going to get all new everything, all new fruit, all new mindset, all new things. Whatever comes with success could be material things, could be spiritual gifts. But the card itself says, I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me towards victory. I direct my thoughts towards clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. And so, whatever had you tied down, whatever had you feeling restrained, um, whatever obstacles may have been placed in your way because people were looking at you as a child, still with childish ways, you are now being made free, maybe not by those people, but by God, by Spirit, by the Holy Spirit. You have been made free. You've been made whole and new. The chains have been broken. You are no longer bound to anyone other than your God. And so know that whatever it is you do from this point on, it's going to be successful. It's going to be successful. And so that's what we have with this healing energy. Feel like you healed. But of course, we are always still growing. So we could say healing because we want to continue to do that. Things that happen daily that kind of take us back, or it wants to take us back. And so it's your job in order to keep doing whatever it is you're doing, to keep moving forward, to not be pulled back by your enemies, which are now your footstool. They're behind you now. They're beneath you now. Let them either rise up to the level that you're on or stay where they are. That's it. Nothing else you can do. So let's see what this is. Yeah, 23 minutes already. If I want to pull something else, What is this? Soul's truth. If you could ask your inner self a question, what would it be? If you could talk to your inner self without your ego, what would it say you need to work on? What is your soul's truth? Self-awareness is a beautiful thing. It says your soul knows what you want and has a map to get there. If you ask your soul the right question, openly listen, and take soul-driven, inspired action, you can and will transform your life forever. And so what does your soul's truth have to say? What wisdom does your soul truth has to give to you today? Where am I called to use my voice right now? Maybe it's someone you need to speak to, a place where you should be speaking in. Maybe it's some people you need to help. Maybe through seminars. You could be some type of therapist, but you are called to use your voice somewhere right now. So, where am I called to use my voice right now? It says, you have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's Soul's Action says to share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. Again, you could be some type of speaker. You could be called to speak about things that you went through, what you've had to endure through life, what you've had to persevere through, how you got through it. And it could help others. It could encourage others. It could motivate others to keep going, to not give up on themselves. Okay, what is this? Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work. It is possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you. Today's Soul's Action says, what will happen if you added more play and laughter into your life? What area is lacking this right now? Take time to play. Let go of any need to produce anything. And so, speaking could be a part of your divine purpose. You could be a person who has an audience. Um, you could be a person who heals with your words, with your knowledge, through inspiring, through motivating others. You could be a motivational speaker. Um, you could be some type of leader in your community, in your state, in your in your country. You could be a world leader. That makes me want to pull some of the other cards. We'll see. And also, don't take life so serious. I feel like you've probably done that over time because you probably have been through a lot. And that's the story that is speaking of for you to share with other people, what you've been through and how you were able to overcome what it was, the obstacles that were put in your way. How you were able to continue thinking clearly and making the right decisions in life. How you were able to maybe come up from a place that was meant to have you down and out. I feel like you've been so focused on making changes with your life that you may have set the playtime to the side. And so you may not be doing much of the things that make you happy. You may just be focused on other things. Like I said, if things were done to keep you at a certain place in life, maybe you've been focusing on trying to work and bring yourself out of that situation. Like if it was a financial situation, you could be focused right now on just getting money. Um, It was an emotional situation. You may have spent a lot of time doing things to try to remain grounded within yourself. But you're lacking pleasure in life, the fun in life, and you could be lacking it in several different places. Figure out where that is and add to it. You don't have to take away from whatever it is that you're doing, but add to it. Add this fun, make room for this. Work hard, play hard type of energy. It's so funny because I feel like I used to be in that type of energy. I put in a lot of hard work, and I guess you can say I played kind of hard too. With traveling as much as I did, I put in work and then I go take a vacation. That was my favorite thing to do, to vacation, to go to different countries, to learn different things. But things happen to knock you out of your element. Sometimes the things are natural, sometimes it's unnatural. Sometimes they're caused by other people purposely. They may not like the light that you have. They may not like the changes that you made in life. They may not seem you fit to deserve whatever it was that you were being blessed with. Whatever the case may have been, it's time to bring that play back into your life. And because it was saying about speaking, and I feel like that could definitely be a part of your life purpose. I wanted to pull some of these life purpose cards just to see what comes out. So I'm going to end it on the life purpose cards out. Crystals. Crystals. I said I don't know why I was talking about that at the beginning, but it just came out, and I figured somewhere in this reading it was going to come out again. I was going to know exactly why I started off talking about it. It says your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. And remember, I said you could be some type of healer. You could heal with your words. You can also heal with crystals. And so crystals could definitely be a part of your life purpose and the way that you help others, the way you help heal others, the way you help heal yourself. That could definitely be a big part of it. It's so funny that that popped out the way it did because I actually forgot at the beginning that I said that, but I figured it was going to come out sooner or later. Something wanted to turn over right then, but it didn't. The way I caught it, it flipped back over, so I'm going to wait till something else comes out. Spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. And I also say you can have an audience. Whatever it is you're supposed to be doing, speaking about um, your healing, however you heal, you may have an audience doing it. And so you could definitely be some type of spiritual teacher. Classes, sessions, seminars, crystals are all a part of your spiritual journey, and you could definitely help. Y'all, look at the other card fell out with it. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. Speaker. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. You can definitely be some type of speaker, a spiritual teacher, a spiritual healer that uses different things in order to help heal, in order to help teach. And so this is what we have here for someone's life purpose. Speaking, being a spiritual teacher to people, not just one person, but to several people. Like I said, you could have an audience and you could use different things in order to help you complete that healing that you do. Whatever it is you do, however it is you heal. Something about you is very healing. And you just may be a channel for good energy, for this healing energy. Crystals could help. You could be a powerful spiritual guide for people, whether that's children, whether that's adults, young adults, old adults. Maybe you can speak to all walks of life, all different types of people. So that's what's in your life purpose. That's you. Well, bottom of the deck, counseling. You heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathic ear. And so we already know that you are a healer, whoever you are. And you can heal in several different ways, not just one. I just seen support just fell out. So I feel like it says your life purpose fully supports you. So this is for you. This is for you. No one can take this away from you. No one can say you don't deserve to do whatever it is that you're doing. No one can hold your past against you because growth is where everyone should be. It's what everyone should be doing. And if you haven't grown from anything, I was just saying, I think in a reading I did last night, then I feel like you have more of a problem than anything because you should definitely not be the same way you was 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You as an adult should not still be thinking as a child. Nor should people still be holding things against you that you may have done as a child or as a young adult, whatever the case may have been. So, yeah, that's what I have, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'll be back.